My experience with Keystone Rv company has been absolutely horrendous. I would not recommend them to any friends, family, or even my worst enemy, because you can spend $30,000 or $100,000 and you're going to get the same crappy product and no customer service at all. Basically, I mean, long story short, I bought a new one straight off the lot. It was never used before. I was only in it for 2 weeks when I had my first problem. I started having issues with the furnace, my sail switch. It took me a little bit to figure out what the issue was, but even though I'd figured it out myself, I still was receiving no help at all from Keystone on fixing it. I tried to go through the dealership I bought it at. I tried to go through Good Sam, and I tried Keystone. I tried all different sections of Keystone's company, and they all told me that it was up to me to get it fixed. I had to take it somewhere, but that's kind of hard to do if you're living out of it for work. You travel a lot, so that would mean I would have to pack everything up and hand in my home that I just spent, tens of thousands of dollars on, and go live in a hotel while they try to fix it for, who knows how long that takes. So since then, there's been more and more things that have been showing up. Now, mind you, today is January 6th, 2019. I purchased this October 21st of 2018. And I started staying in it October 23rd. So we're not looking at a very significant time frame here. But like I said, so since then I've developed a list. My list with me here. It's rather long, and some of it could be overlooked as just kind of stuff that could be fixed, by the average person. But still, it would be like going and buying a new car and saying, oh, well, it needs new windshield wipers. You're not going to buy a brand new car that needs new windshield wipers, or, it's dirty or something else. It's unpractical. So at the top of my list here, my shower tub is not fully caulked the whole ways around. Some of it is, some of it isn't, but it's not sealed up properly like it should be. Now, how do I fix that even myself? How am I supposed to fix it and have a place to shower at the same time? You have to let that sit for a couple days. Number two, I have 3 different skylights in my camper where you can open them up. It's like a vent also. There's a screen in each one of them, and there's supposed to be a screw on each side to stop the screen from moving or coming out. All 3 of them are missing the screws. I am missing I'm missing a light cap, light cover in the living room section. None of my window screens in the living room fit correctly. They all have spaces in between the frame. So in the summertime, I won't even be able to open up my windows because my camper is going to fill up with mosquitoes and stuff like that. My GFCI breaker tripped 3 times for no reason at all. Once when it was under load, another time when it wasn't. And I also have a surge protector outside at my main power source. So I know that, there's nothing going on out there as well. Another Dometic product, just like the furnace, the refrigerator has insane amounts of moisture and condensation in it on the fins in the back. So typically that'll be if you're not getting a good seal, just like your refrigerator at home. If you don't have a good seal, you're going to get moisture and little beads of water everywhere. I have excessive amounts of that. I put in they make these things you can buy at Walmart. It's absorbs moisture. It's almost in a little blue cup. I put one of those in there, and there was so much moisture in there that it turned into a hard rock, and I had to throw it out. So I actually had the door replaced. I called a service tech, paid them to come out. They replaced the entire door, and that was about 2 weeks ago. Still having the same problem. And actually, it's even worse now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. The backrest on my kitchen dinette, where it meets the wall, not in the walking path, where it meets the wall, isn't even secured to the wall. So if you lean back against it, you can feel that it has some flex in it. So I really can't even sit on that side. My recliner, I have two recliners and one couch. My recliner that sits nearest to the couch, all of the screws that mount it to the floor are no longer in there. I was doing some cleaning and stuff the other day, and I noticed a screw on the floor, and I started looking around for where it could have came from, and I found another one inside, laying on the rail that mounts the recliner to the floor. So we'll see how well that stays secured next time I have to move. The pull-out couch, the fabric, my brother stayed with me for a short period of time, like 2 weeks, and the fabric in the couch is already compressed from where he would lay on a couch, and he weighs 160 pounds soaking wet. So there's terrible quality there. Like I said, I got this whole list here. This whole list. I've been in the camper for November, December. It hasn't even taken me 3 months to come up with a list that long. It is insane. Just today, it was nice outside, so I went outside and was looking around the camper. Opened up my outside. It's not a full kitchen. It doesn't have a sink, but there's like a TV, a little tray that pulls out, and there's a mini fridge out there. I pulled it out, and I was looking inside there, and there was a ton of water in there. The screws that go around the frame for the door and the access itself aren't caulked at all, and one of them's pulled out a little bit. So I have water almost essentially draining down into the wall from the outside. So I had to try to dry that out and close it off entirely, try to waterproof it, because again, I have no choice. I have nowhere else to go. It's my home. Absolutely not. When it comes to taking stuff in like that, you can take it in and drop it off whenever you want. But depending on where you take it, they might not be able to start work on it for 3-4 months. Now, I called around a couple dealerships just to see, out of curiosity, what the timeline would be. And most places are telling me they can't even look at it until March. Everybody has so much work. I mean, I can't go without a place to stay till March. I'll lose my job. From the list that I just read off here, and it's not even a full list. I mean, just some things recently that, I forgot to put on there. As soon as I arrived at my destination, the first time I tried to empty out my gray water from my kitchen sink, there's not even a handle to open the valve. It's just the rod. There's no handle on it. I mean, I have to grab a pair of pliers just to. I mean, there's stuff that's not on the list that I just forgot to put on there. I mean, for them to try to make things right now at this point, after all the trouble and hassle that they've given me, even after filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, they would honestly probably have to buy my camper back off of me and give me a different one with some sort of time period where if I experience the same things, because maybe there's a chance I got a lemon, just a bad seat. I don't know. But they'd have to buy it back off of me and give me a comparable one with some sort of time period that would be risk-free. That would be the only thing that I would chance accepting. This is my first time posting on Piss Consumer. I've never, it's no pun intended, but I've never been so pissed off about anything that I've ever purchased, ever. I'm just so angry and frustrated, so the name fits perfectly. Now, I posted that on Piss Consumer and multiple other places, social media, and basically, I just want people to understand that, it doesn't matter how much money you pay for a camper, RV, destination travel, whatever you want to buy, if it's a Keystone product, it's going to turn out to be junk. It's going to be worthless. It looks nice, and you take it home, it might be good for a couple of days, but I can promise you your list is going to be pretty comparable to mine, after you spend some time in it. It's just not, I wouldn't wish it on anybody.